Hi guys, it's Craig from Camping NQ again, and today we're going to have a look at two items I picked up recently, two pre-made survival kits. Firstly, we have the Combat Survival Kit by Bush Tracks. As you can see, this one here, not especially expensive, $22.50. There we go, rightio. It's got 16 pieces listed on the back of it, all in a hard plastic case. Now I have not opened this up, have not had a look at it, so we're going to see what we think about the items in there, make some comments on it. The other one we'll have a look at is this one here, the Tactical Survival Kit, Tactical being the brand. This one here I picked up from Anaconda, and it costs $29.98. So again, a little bit dearer, but we'll have a look, we'll see what we think about it. Different style of one, whereas this one here is a box. This one here you can hang around on your neck. So they say as if you would want to, but anyway, we'll see. So we'll leave that till later on. So first one we're going to have a look at is the Combat Survival Kit. Now I'm not a big fan of pre-made survival kits because honestly you can put your own together for a fraction of the cost with gear that suits your needs and your area. Anyway, but this is a good way to start. It's also a good way to get some ideas, I guess, if you don't want to cruise around on YouTube. But we'll have a look anyway, because they were pretty cheap, so we'll see. Okay, let's get him out here. Now, first thing we'll do is we'll, what does it say? We'll have a look. It says knife. Good, fire starter, fire steel, yeah. Combat wire saw, sewing kit, candle, compass, fishing kit, matches, emergency whistle, signaling mirror, pencil, safety pins, snare wire, cotton wool, accident report form, that's pretty pointless, survival instructions. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary there, pretty much just what you'd expect. Okay. Let's have a look at the case. It's a fairly solid case. There is a little bit of plastic poking out there, so somebody hasn't taken a lot of care when they put this together. Where was it made? China, obviously. Yes, China. Okay. It's hinged. Looks like it's plastic hinges. Alright, plastic hinges. That's okay. The little clip. Alright, let's have a look now. Now it opens up easy. Snaps together okay. Alright, what have we got? Okay, first thing that comes across when you open it is there is a signaling mirror. It's that there. Okay. It's not very clear. Has it got a coating on? Yes it does, it has a plastic coating on it, that's why it's a bit dull looking. So, okay, that's fine. What have we got next? Survival instructions. Oh, and an accident evaluation report. There we go. I honestly don't see why anyone would want to put one of these in a survival kit. This is more for, say, health and safety reasons at work, but you're not going to need a survival kit at work. At least let's hope you don't. Pretty straightforward. Nothing on the back, so it's a blank on the back, so you could write on that if you wanted to. Alright, so let's put that one aside. Survival instructions. Have a quick glance at this. What sort of things have we got in here? Immediate action, check yourself, first aid, clothing, if you've got appropriate clothing. The plan, first aid, location, Morse code. Okay. Morse code up on here. Is that much use? I don't know. Does it hurt? Nope. Fire making, ground to air signals. Go. Ground to air signals, if you can see that. Alright. Protection, shelter, food, fungi. Okay. Be a bit hesitant to rely on their information about what's poisonous and what's not, but anyway. Okay, so nothing out of the ordinary there. Let's hold that up. Alright. Now, what's next? Okay, whistle. Appears to just be a whistle. Little clip on it, so I guess you could hook it onto your clothes if you had to or wanted to. Yep, okay, that's going to be loud. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to scare the crap out of everyone. Definitely doesn't seem to have a dual purpose. Right, emergency whistle. Right. Here we go. This is what was poking out. It's the cotton wool. Looks like 2 cotton wool balls sealed, heat sealed in plastic, which is a good idea. Put a little bit of pressure on there. Definitely seems to be sealed. Doesn't seem to be leaking, so that's handy. That's going to make it more waterproof. 2 cotton wool balls. That's good. You could use half of one to make 4 fires in total, so that's all right. So there you go. Very handy. Tea light. It doesn't say how long that lasts, but these things, they can last several hours. How much use is that in a kit? Well, it can be really handy actually, but we'll see. Alright, what's next? Okay, I assume this is the snare wire. It appears to be a brass coated wire. It doesn't tell you how much there is, but as you can see, there's a decent amount on there. Okay, so snare wire, that's good. Compass. Let's have a look here. You see that? If it wants to. Little button compass. It's not huge. It's just spinning around here. Is it liquid filled? It appears to be. Don't really know. Alright, so compass. What else have we got? Matches. Okay, just in case you didn't know, it says matches. Book of matches. Oh, these are a sort of a solid match. There's only a few in there, but they're not like normal matchbook. Let's have a look here. How easy is it going to be to get one out? Let's try one. Okay, got one out. Alright, the head on that is very, very small. Can you see that? Very, very small. So let's have a look here. Oh, lights very easily. Bit of breeze around here, so that's actually still going. Alright. I guess it's enough. Matches. I'd want some better matches than that. Okay, what else have we got? Pencil. Alright. Oops, got the pencil. Pencil. Alright. Alright, that'll do the job, I guess. Let's have a look here. Yeah, right's alright. Okay, let's put that down for a second. And what else have we got in here? Fire steel. Okay, that is a little fire steel. What's that, 1/8 of an inch? If that, it's very, very small. It's a dark colour as well, which isn't so great if you drop it on the ground. Hole for a lanyard. Alright, we'll try that in a second and we'll see how that works. What else have we got? Safety pins. Okay. handy. I always keep safety pins in there. Alright, this is your, how did they phrase it? Combat wire saw. Alright, combat wire saw in a little plastic bag. Not sealed, but that's okay. Let's have a look at him. It's looped in there together a bit. It's got some rings on here. Alright, it's got some swivels on too. Can you see the swivels? Look like from a fishing kit. But anyway, pretty basic I guess, but these things do work. If you've never tried one, you can pick them up really cheap and give it a go. There are better ways. Okay, but we got that. Okay. What else we got? Sewing kit. Alright. Needles. Needles, oh there we go. Needles in there. A couple more safety pins. A couple of buttons. Okay. Repair your clothes. There's not a lot of thread in there, but there's enough. Let's face it, that's really enough to put on a few buttons or whatever. And fishing kit. Probably can't see that very well there, sorry. Fishing kit. What have we got in there? We've got a little bit of fishing line. That is not a lot of fishing line. That is very, very lightweight. We've got a couple of little sinkers. 4 there, a split sinker. At least 2 little hooks. And some swivels. Quick release swivels. Alright. Certainly not going to be catching a barramundi with that, but anyway. Let's put that down there. And that's... oh, sorry. I apologise. The last thing, the knife. Okay, it's a little folding knife, looks like it's a liner lock. China prominently displayed on it. See that? It is mostly serrated, which is going to make it mostly useless. See that? Mostly useless. Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's got a little bit of an edge on it. Not a lot, but was that a bit over an inch long, 1.5 inches long, say. The little bit of bead chain on there, which is pretty useless. Pretty chunky actually. It's not a bad grip. It's a rubberized sort of grip. Let's try something here. See if it's got a sharp edge on it. Well, not really. Sort of. It'll work. Oh, there we go. That's a better spot. Right down the point. Yeah, that fire steel's alright. That would actually work quite well considering it's so small, but that would definitely work. It'd be more convenient if it had a smaller bit up here so you could fit more in your kit, but that definitely works. Alright. It locks pretty well too. If it's all you got, you're fine. What would I do? I would recommend obviously putting a better one in there. And that is a so-called combat survival kit. What's useless in it? These are pretty useless. They're pretty useless. That is useless. Obviously you'll want to swap that out. I'd keep that in there. It's little, it's lightweight, it weighs absolutely nothing. Yes, they're always handy, and it's orange too, so you can find it when you drop it on the ground. Bit of tinder, always good. Up to you whether you leave a candle in there. I'd go for one of those 9-hour versions if you if you're gonna do this. Definitely these little buggers. Very, very handy. Pencil, very handy. It's not got the best tip on it, but you'd be able to fix that in 2 seconds with the knife. It would definitely do that. Snare wire, well, I'm not that great at making snares. If you are, great, you'll get some use out of it. There's no cordage in here for a start at all. Definitely they could have fitted a little bit of cordage in there, something small, even if it was just some waxed thread. Waxed twine would have been better than nothing. So all in all, it's an okay kit. Is it worth the money I paid for it? Would I pay for it $22.50? Well, it probably is. How waterproof is it going to be? Not at all. I'd say you won't be able to see much on there, but not at all. It sits down alright, but yeah, that's not going to be waterproof at all. A shower of rain, yes, it's going to take a shower of rain, but a little else. So that's it. That's everything in the combat survival kit. $22.50. If you buy that, you toss it in the boot of your car, somewhere like that where you figure you're never going to need it, but just in case, you can certainly light a fire. It's got 2 methods of fire lighting. Okay, matches in a fire steel. I'd like to see a third in there. I'd like to see a magnifying glass because they are very small, and it just gives you another option. That's good. Hi guys, I'm back again. Okay. Oh, a bit breezy now, that's nice. Alright, we just saw the Bush Tracks Combat Survival Kit. Alright, not overly impressed with it, but like I said, not too bad. Really, I suppose, for 22 bucks. Now we're going to have a look at this one. The Tactical brand Survival Kit from Anaconda, $29.98, if I recall correctly. Now this one's interesting because it has, they say, 29 pieces. But what they're doing here, let's have a look there. Obviously they're counting multiple items. So safety pins, there's 5. So that goes 5 items. Alright, windproof and waterproof matches with striker, 10 pieces. So that's a third of what's in there. But we'll have a look at it, we'll see what we think. It's made in China. It's interesting because, where are we on here? I can't see, there we go. Carabiner, they've even misspelled on the back. And on the front over here. So that's a good sign it's Chinese. This is in a heat sealed, irritating bloody case, but let's get it out anyway. To do that, we use my Spyderco Delica 4 in ZDP 189 steel. If you get a chance to have your hands, let's try that again. If you get a chance to get your hands on a Delica 4, especially in ZDP 189, I highly recommend it. It's an incredible steel. It's hard as hell, but fantastic steel. Okay, anyway, got a knife review. Talking about the knife, here we go. We'll cut this bugger open. Alright, put that aside. Put that over here so we can refer to it. Okay, let's have a look what we've got here. Alright, got the case. Hard plastic, they call it ABS waterproof carrying case. So, not going to be waterproof, of course, it's going to be showerproof. Let's have a look here. Alright, that's your lanyard. It's a decent length. Wear it around your neck, no problems whatsoever if that was your thing. This whole kit apparently weighs 208 grams, which isn't very much. Alright, let's have a look what we've got. Orange, see-through. That's not a bad thing, having it see-through. Little clip here. Comes off alright. Does it go back on? Let's have a look here. Yeah, it goes back on. It's alright. Pretty good. There's a little metal hinge there. It's a tiny, tiny little metal one. Right, so let's open him up. Carefully open him up. that's not bad. Okay, let's have a look what we've got here. This is going to be a real bugger to get back in, I'll tell you now. Candle. Alright, same as the other one. Little whistle. Let's have a look here. It's in a little plastic case, but we want to see what it's like, so we're going to open it up. Laying it on that. Let's have a look. It's only a whistle, nothing else. You can see that there. It's just a whistle. Well, that's it. That's how loud that is. That's not very loud at all. Okay, not very good at all. Okay. Safety pins. Always useful. Should be in everything. Let's have a look here. What are we going to take out next? Okay. We've got a torch and we've got a AAA battery. Let's see if we can show you here. 555 brand. Okay. See how bright this little bugger is. Okay, you can stare right down into that. It's not especially bright. And, oh, I thought that was the button for it. It's not. That is nothing. I'm wondering that might be a little glow in the dark spot. Turn it off. Twist it. So, she's pretty cheap. Let's just have a look here. Okay, you won't be able to see that, I'm sure. But that little thing glows in the dark. Right, that's not a bad feature. Alright, so torch, pretty crappy. Let's see what else we've got in here. Okay. We've got some matches and a striker. They're kept separate. There's a little heat seal through here. The whole lot of it is sealed up nicely, so they should be waterproof. Do they call them waterproof matches? Let's have a look. Windproof and waterproof matches, so they reckon they are. They have excellent head on them. They're really good. They are way better than the other ones. And the quantity of these was 10. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there is 10 in there. The striker's soft, so you're not going to break it. Okay, so we got that. We have got another little button compass. It's little. It's very wobbly. I don't think this one's liquid filled. There we go. But does that matter? Well, not really. Except that it's pointing the wrong way for north. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, right. It appears to be out a little bit anyway. I'd have to check that properly. We got carabiner. Because it did say you could use the carabiner to clip it anywhere, and I assume that means up on here, through there. Okay. There we go. Carabiner. Let's have a look at the multi-tool. Multi-tool is not a bad idea to have because pliers are incredibly useful for any number of purposes, but they are a lot stronger than your fingertips. It's got a bit of a spring in here, so it springs open. Right, what do you get with it? Let's have a look here. Well, got a little saw. She's reasonably sharp, I guess. Little Phillips driver. It's very, very stiff. Flat driver can opener. A blade. Let's have a look at the blade. Little clip point blade. Oh, yeah. You can see I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on my hand there. You see that? Quite a bit of pressure. That's useless. It's beyond useless, actually. That's dangerously useless. It's not ground very well either. It's ground more on one side than the other. Okay, so no knife. That's shockingly bad. Let's have a look at this other side. What else do you get in here? Okay. Here's a little file. You've got file on that side and a little bit in here. Not sure if I know what the hell that's for. So that's alright if you want to do your nails. Yeah, alright, so you can be looking good in a survival situation. A little rounded off pointy thing here, I'm not sure what that's for. That looks like an opener for tin cans, like tins of baked beans or whatnot. And that appears to be a wider flathead butt. If you can see that, it's quite thick. That would be a problem, I think, with some things. Okay, so multi-tool, pretty useless. Funny thing is, Tactical make a range of multi-tools, and I've seen one of them and it was way better than this. And this is a Tactical brand, so I mean, you have to ask yourself, why don't they put a better quality one in? I mean, the whole thing's stainless by the looks of it. Can you see that? Lines up perfectly. Yeah. If you're interested in this kit, I would be replacing that. A small Leatherman would be ideal. Okay, anyway. What else have we got in here? Oh, now this is interesting. This is a signal mirror. A little Ziploc bag. I'm sorry, I just got to do that. Get it out. With a, don't know what that's for. That, can you see in there? That's me. Okay, that is very shiny. Instructions on the back. There we go, instructions. Okay. Always handy to have instructions because anybody can forget. It's got a website on it, www.120cc.com, made in China. Okay. I still don't know what the hell that's for. If anybody has any ideas, you can let me know. Not really. Anyway, who the hell knows? But that's shiny. What is that? It's metal. It's very, very shiny. That's not bad. It's little, but you could have that in your pocket, whereas the other one was affixed into the lid of the actual survival kit, which is of minimal use, especially if you're using that other one as a water carrying container. Okay, there we go, all back in there. That's quite a solid little baggie too. That's not bad actually. Okay, what have we got here? Some band-aids. How many have we got? 5. If I was buying this survival kit, I would take these out because you know they're going to be shitty. And I would put in some proper band-aid ones, band-aid fabric ones preferably, but you could put waterproof in there, you could put whatever you wanted in there. But yes, it gives you 5, that's good, 5's excellent. The other one didn't give us anything like that at all, so bit of first aid. And this is the last item. Survival instructions. glance at these, see if there's anything out of the ordinary. It actually looks the same as the other one. That is the same paperwork, albeit on a bit heavier paper than the other one. I don't remember if the other one had a ruler on it, but either way, that's the exact same instructions. They're probably made, these kits are probably made in the same factory in China. Anyway, so what do we think about this one? Well, is it better than the other one? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say better. It's different. It does give you the band-aids, which I think are indispensable. You get yourself cut in an emergency situation. You can't just grab a bit of... Alright, I'm back again. My camera seemed to go a bit funny there. I don't know why, but I haven't used this one for a long time. So what we're saying, Band-Aid's useful, yes. Everything else, useful, absolute rubbish. Moderately useful. Look, I'm sorry, that's shit. Moderately useful, definitely useful. Useful, wow, kind of pointless. Dangerous, frankly. If you're going to buy a kit out of these two, I would get your hands on that one. Frankly, I think it's a better kit. It's slightly larger. This one is at the same thickness, but yeah, you can make some substitutions in that, turn that into a much better kit. Put a couple of band-aids in there, put a decent knife in there, ideally something like that in there. That would be phenomenal, but that will be up to yourself. So I reckon out of these two, 30 bucks, you might as well say. That's shocking value. It'd be much better if that was semi-decent, but it's not. So, if somebody gives it to you as a gift, cherry pick it. Grab the bits out of it you want, get rid of the rest of it, use the case by all means, but that's camping NQs. Pick for a cheap survival kit. Alright, well that's about it from me. If anybody's got any comments they want to make or questions they want to ask, because you can't think of everything when you're doing this, and it's amazing how much stuff you actually forget when you're sitting down in front of the camera to do a review, even things that you thought about beforehand. Alright, thanks guys, take it easy, and we'll see you around the place.